What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trey, and I'm back again with another Born Genius podcast, man. I have a very, very special guest on the platform today, Samad Taylor, man. Who you with?
I'm with the Seattle Mariners now.
Seattle
I just
Mariners.
got traded.
Seattle Mariners. How how you feel about getting traded?
Bro, it's the third. I got traded in 2017. I got traded in 2022,
Hmm.
and I got traded in 2024 now. So this is the third time I'd have been traded, but I mean, best way to say it is as long as you got a job, bro, that's all that matters. As long as you got an opportunity, that's all that matters. So you can trade me a million times. As long as I got a job and opportunity to provide for my family, bro, I'm good. So
Yeah,
it's
for
a blessing,
sure.
bro. It for sure is a blessing.
So with the Kansas City Royals last year, you got called up. You got traded there last year, and then you got called up, or
So I got traded there in 2022
okay.
and then got called up in 2023.
So they put you like during spring training. They put you on like the 40 man, or how did that work?
So right before, so I had getting traded to them, I was at the end of the season in 2022, I was a free agent
Okay.
unless they put me on a roster. So I went to the Arizona Fall League. I did okay in Arizona Fall League. If you ask me, I didn't do good at all. But went to Arizona Fall League, and then they called me, put me on the roster, and then it was as soon as they put me on the roster, I was considered under contract, like quote unquote under contract. So they had me for another couple of years,
Okay.
and then just what last week I want to say probably last Tuesday or Wednesday I got traded.
Damn.
So it happened. It happens quick, bro. It happens super quick.
So like as an MLB player, like is it difficult being traded or is it like, kind of like an easy process in a sense?
Um, I could probably speak for both sides of it. Um, my name isn't as big as the Mike Trout or somebody like that. So like I would say like if a big name dude got traded, it's more that they gotta go through, meaning they gotta go talk to media. They gotta do all like they gotta do A through Z when I gotta do I gotta do A through S, if that makes sense. So like
Yeah.
mine is a little shorter, but I'm still going through the same process as they're going through with getting traded. I'm just probably not talking to the media and doing all of that type of stuff.
Okay. So let's go to your early years, your early baseball years. Who got you started into playing baseball? Like who was that person that got you playing?
I'd say props, honestly, bro. Just from what I can remember back to, it was more of like we just going out there to do it kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then it kept growing and kept growing and kept growing, and it was a sport that I couldn't just give up because I was that good at it.
Mhm.
So when I actually started to realize and understand that pops and moms they putting this amount of money into me to go travel to Colorado, go travel to New York, go play a kid's game.
Mhm.
Now I call a kid's game to look back and be more happy that pops brought it up to me. Honestly,
Yeah. So let's see. When did the dream of becoming an MLB player start for you? Was it like in the beginning or was it like a process like when you got closer to high school you started thinking of it like when did it start?
my bro, honestly, my dream started from the day I started, from when I was a young buck, and it's something that you just do over time, and it's like the love just keep growing and keep growing and keep growing, just like what you're doing with the interview and the YouTube stuff. Like you probably started from a spot where you didn't think anything was gonna go from it, and then it
Yeah.
just kept growing and kept growing and kept growing, and then you find a I'm gonna say a different type of love because you've always loved being behind the camera or you've always loved to do a certain thing, but when you start like diving deep into it and you find a different type of love for it, bro, that's when you realize and you start to understand like this is really what I have love for, and this is really what I want to do.
Okay. So you went to, let's see, you went to what high school? What high school did you go to?
I went to Corona
Co-
Centennial my first 2 years,
Corona Centennial. Okay.
and then I had got like homeschool kind of charter school type thing
Okay.
my junior year, and then I graduated from Corona High.
Okay. So Corona High and Corona
So
Centennial is two different things.
yeah. So they two different schools, but they went within like 10 minutes apart from each other.
Okay. So
So they live right there.
Is Corona Centennial a better program, or was Corona High School a better program to you?
Corona High #1 in the nation right now. So
Mm.
yeah. So I mean, I would like to say that at the time, and I can probably say I've always felt like this, but Corona Corona High was more. Let me think of the word, like more baseball driven.
Okay.
Um, Corona Centennial was a football school, football and basketball school.
Yeah.
So I would like to say that Corona High had them on the baseball side.
Okay. So like in your high school years, were you like a highly touted recruit, or were you like somebody that was flying under the radar and then you got to a perfect game event, or you went to an area code workout and somebody saw you and gave you a shot? What was it for you?
I would like to say personally, and I may be a little biased on this, but I would like to say personally that I wasn't. I was somebody that was known, but I was always under the radar, if that makes sense.
Like an
Like
underdog?
everybody knew who I was. I was that. I'm only 5'9",
Mm-hmm.
if that on a good day. So like I was always the small guy that was going out there playing his ass off, doing everything I had to do to make sure that I was being talked about. But like in the recruiting process, I didn't really start getting I didn't really start getting like looks, you know, like the end of my freshman year.
Mm.
But it was like I had got one offer and then a bunch of other schools started coming on. But like I know dudes that have had hundreds of offers. I know dudes that have had one offer that have went and made something out of it. So
Yeah.
I really wouldn't. As a kid back then, bro, you see. Not even, I'm not even gonna say back then, but as a kid in general, you see like the big name person getting all these offers and all these talks, and you sitting back, kind of like, dang, when is my chance gonna come?
Yeah.
I was that kid, kind of like, dang, when my chance gonna come? Because I was always out there doing everything that I was told to do, and I was out
Mm-hmm.
there putting up the numbers and doing solid to where it was like I started to not doubt myself, but start to think like, dang, is this really what you know what I'm saying? Is this really what I want to do? Is this really how it's gonna go? But as long as you leave everything up to the Lord, man,
Yep.
that like ain't nothing else you really can say. Like it got to a point where I started going to church more. I started to do a lot behind behind the scenes that nobody's seeing with the Lord. That is like I truly, but regardless of how good I am, I truly feel that if it wasn't for the man above, there was no there was no moving forward.
I got you. What programs did you go through? Did you go through Perfect Game, like I was saying, Area Code, Under Armour? Like, who are you going to when you were coming
So
up?
I had did a lot of perfect game events. Um, let me back that. I'm not gonna say perfect. I'm not gonna say I did a lot of perfect game events. I played in a lot of perfect game tournaments.
Okay.
I did a couple perfect game events, but what really put me on the map, honestly, bro, was, and I remember this day vividly. I had, like I said, I was an underdog. I truly stand on that. I was an underdog, and there were dudes that I thought I was better than that had a bigger name than me, and I had got invited to the area. So I had got invited to the area code showcase, the
Mm-hmm.
tryout. Went to the tryout. They had phase one. I made phase one. So I was like, all right, well, these are supposed to be the top dogs in California.
Yeah.
I got through phase one. And it was like 100 some people that came out to Santa Barbara. Got through phase one, everything was good. Got through phase two. We went to USC for like another cut, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And they had 40 dudes at USC. I made it through that cut again, and then it was just kind of like from there. It was like just me believing and telling myself like, "Dang, bro, you got it. You done made it through the last cut. These supposed to be the top dogs in California. You need to start holding yourself like a top dog in California."
Yeah.
And I had made the area code team, and my first game, I remember I was driving in the car with my dad, and me and my dad used this term, um, this quote that he came up with he told me, if they invite you to the party, just show them you can dance.
Yeah.
So like every time we would go to a game, it was just like, and I told him I was like, they messed up because they invited me to the party and I'm gonna dance. And from that day on, bro, I swear to you, from that day on, my baseball career turned around just because I went out to area codes and showed up, bro, showed out.
Yep.
And the talk was, dang, who's this kid? Who's this kid? Who's this kid? But it's not like who's this kid. Y'all known me forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now y'all starting to give me I don't want to say the flowers because I don't think I ain't got anywhere in my career to say that I deserve my flowers. But they gave me that little respect that I felt like I deserved. But when you're an underdog and you going against, especially in this sport, when you're an underdog and you going against the next person, bro, you feel like it's just you against the world, and it legit is you against the world. And
Yep.
when you
It's
get
gonna
that
be
feeling
one.
of freedom, oh, bro, the rest was history. The rest was history.
All right. What was your draft day like? What was it like a good experience? Was it a nerve wracking experience? What was it for you?
Um, so both of my parents was at work. Um, First day goes by, and I kind of, I had I was missing a semester of Spanish
Mm.
in high school, so everybody in the draft already knew that I couldn't, like I wasn't qualified to go to a 4 year. So when you're not qualified to go to a 4 year, as you probably know, they taking more money from you in the draft
Mm-hmm.
because they're not stressed out about you going to JUCO.
Yeah.
If that makes, they're not stressed out about you missing the draft to go to JUCO. So first day goes by, I'm seeing name after name after name go off the board that I didn't play against, play with. I'm like, dang, man, there's a bunch of names going off the board. So talking to my agent at the time, and it was kind of like just kind of wait and see,
Mm-hmm.
like just a waiting game. And then he called me I want to say, I may have the rounds wrong, but he had called me one round and was like, hey, the Guardians want to take you for this amount of money in this round. But I was like, could we at least get a little more money? Like just a little. So they
Yeah.
ended up taking somebody else
Mm.
for more that round. And then somebody was on the board that they ended up wanting and they took them. So then the 10th round comes around, he calls me again. He's like, hey, this is kind of what they have. And at that point, when he called me again and told me that, like, it just, it kind of, it kind of motivated me more to sign, knowing that I wasn't getting a lot of money. It was like, well, this is what you love. You want it. Go chase it. Go get it. So I
Yeah.
bet on myself, honestly, bro. I didn't sign for a lot of money at all. At all. I didn't have school to fall back on. Like, it was, as you probably know, bro, baseball, my everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't got nothing but baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball is everything I have. Baseball is what I do. It's not me, but baseball is everything I got. So it's like I gotta go balls to the wall as hard as I can until you know what I'm saying until something shake. But
Yeah.
by the grace of God, I had the chance to debut this year or this past season. So that put me in a good position, bro. Like I can't complain. It's not over. I don't have a guaranteed spot, but like I tell people all the time, as long as I got a jersey and I can compete for a job, compete for the spot, you gonna know I'm there because you gonna feel me there because I'm gonna compete my ass off.
Yeah. So how crazy? Speaking of that first hit, that debut, not even that debut. What was that whole experience like for you? And to get the walk off hit to win the game for your first career hit.
Bro, I can't even. I'm glad you asked that question because I can't even like. There's no words in the world that you can use to explain like a moment like that. Like the best thing I could try to explain it how is like what's the greatest thing you've ever done in life? Like graduate college, like that's something that is equivalent to the debut. But like if I were to walk you like me walking you through the debut was it didn't really hit me until I actually got in the locker room and you're in the locker room with my eye opening experience. I was in the locker room with Salvador Perez. Like that's
Yeah.
somebody I watched growing up as a kid, and now I got a locker right next to you. And then I'm walking the locker room and I got cameras all over the place and people coming up to interview you and like that is what you live and die for, bro. Like those moments are what you live and die for. But on field experience, bro, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't like I was numb that whole game. Like, bro, I was super numb the whole game. Like it didn't feel real. Like regardless of I knew that I belonged there, like it didn't feel real. And then like it's just like moment after moment after moment after moment. And then like if the game was 4 hours, nothing felt real in those 4 hours. Like everything just felt like a movie. But that walk off hit, dog, that whew, that was man, man,
I
like
could just see in the
that,
video, man. In the video that I saw, it just looked like so much joy, so much release was in that hit and all at one time,
bro.
bro.
It's just like it was, bro. It was ridiculous because it's like everything, every moment, every tear, every cramp, everything I've ever done in a baseball game, I can finally say it paid off.
Yeah.
Like talk about like legit feeling a relief of pressure off your shoulders. Like you legit feel like the hit happened and I blacked out and it was just like wow. And you just relaxed. But like the whole time I was pumped up, but it was I was gone. I was blacked out. Like I didn't even know that Salvador was the one that picked me up until
Uh
after I
huh.
seen the pictures and bro, I was blacked out. Like if I can relive that moment again, bro, and I know that there's gonna be opportunities to relive that moment of a walk off hit again, but you only get one debut. Regardless if it's good or bad, bro, you get one debut. You
Yep.
get one time where it's the first time you ever step on a big league field. And like the best thing I did, bro, honestly, was just take it all in. Just make sure I was in the moment and just take it all in. Because that, like, literally the best way to explain it is like you seeing $40,000 cash. Like if you see $40,000 cash, never seeing money like that,
Yeah.
you're like, wow, this is the most money ever.
Yep.
Like that, bro. Like when you see a bunch of cash, or when you see like a dope necklace that's just blinging and blinging, like that's what it feels like when you have finally accomplished your whole goal, your whole dream. Like
Yeah.
if you ever dreamed of owning a Rolex, like when you go buy that Rolex, like you feel all the pressure come off your shoulders and you just are the happiest person in the world. But that's exactly how I was that day.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So that experience that you're feeling right now, or in that moment, that feeling, you're an African American player. Last year, the stat I believe was like 6% of the opening day rosters was African American. How do you feel? What do you think the MLB can do in order to get blacks back into playing baseball? Because I feel like they're trying, but I don't think they're doing enough to get, because the numbers are complete, like it's down crazy. They're not giving a lot of people in the inner cities chances like they used to. You got to go somewhere way out to get that opportunity. Like, what do you think that the MLB can do to get more black people? Because you can't even say people of color, because
Right,
yeah.
right. I would say, honestly, bro, it ain't even, and it's hard to even say this, but there's really nothing that the MLB could do. Like they have the player alliance, and that's ran by all African American baseball players that have stepped foot in the game that are still playing the game or retired, but they're still in the game.
Mm,
I truly think, bro, the best thing that us as African American men could do to bring the game into like to bring the game into those inner cities is what JP Crawford doing with the BBG thing.
okay. Yeah.
Um, and just like me myself, I'm not from LA, but I
Mhm.
have a lot of family in LA with ties in LA. So like if I could go take that my talent and the knowledge that I have and go put that, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, if I were like I'm not even gonna say LA because JP Crawford and Dominic Smith they didn't already establish that in LA.
Yeah.
Let's say like Louisiana, for example, because my mom's from Louisiana. If I were to take my talents to Louisiana and kind of not build a program, but just show the young African American men that are in Louisiana that there are other ways out besides football and basketball.
Yeah.
That's the best way, honestly, bro. Is just making sure that we're doing everything to one teach the African American how to play baseball
Yeah.
because you don't have to teach to go play football. You don't have to teach to go play basketball. All we know, honestly, is coming up as a youngin, you go outside, you throw the football around. Y'all go
Yep.
play tackle football. Or you go outside on the street and y'all go play basketball. How many African American kids can say that they've gone outside and played baseball?
Not a lot. Baseball is a
Very
thinking
few.
sport, man. You got to do too
You see
much
what I'm
to learn
saying?
baseball.
So I feel like the only thing we can do, bro, is just shoving it. And this, I don't like saying it like this, but shoving it down the throat of the inner city, like this is what, not forcing a kid to do this because we don't ever want a kid, we don't want to ever force something on a kid,
Yeah.
never. But there's other ways than basketball, football. There's with a million different other ways to making it besides just basketball and football. So we
Yeah.
got to keep just teaching them and teaching them and teaching them. And honestly, you keep teaching the kid, bro, and the kid keeps saying, "Oh, Samad Taylor hit a home run and he's layup in that home plate," or Jazz Chisholm hit a home run and he's shooting a 3-pointer at first base and Euro stepping on home plate. Like when they just see us having that fun, bro, that's when it's gonna take off. Because you
Yeah.
got to think, we playing baseball. Baseball is not a sport where you can just go be yourself.
Yeah.
You shoot a three in basketball, you putting threes to your head.
Exactly.
You go score a touchdown, you got a celebration. So like, and if you think about it, the African American, all we want to do is just have fun and just show our energy.
Yep.
But we don't know how to show it in the game of baseball because we're so used to, oh man, you suck. You can't guard me, dog. You can't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, broke you. You can't guard me. Like
Yep.
we so used to just talking mess all the time. To where it's like when you get in the game of baseball, it's slower. You're gonna fail way more than you gonna succeed. And the game isn't about being flashy and talking mess
Yep.
like the game of football is. Like that's the hardest thing, honestly, is just trying to show off. Trying to show off how fun of a ball player you can be.
Yeah. Because Tim Anderson, I think this was like maybe 2 years ago. It might have been against the Royals, if I'm not mistaken, or it was against somebody. But he had hit, I think, like 2 home runs in the same game or something, and he bat flipped. And they were pissed, bro. Like, they were pissed. But, you know, Jose Bautista, but they were pissed about that, too. They're pissed
But
about that. So, like, you can't
the
even
game
bat
of
flip.
baseball, exactly, the game of baseball, like if you, okay, for instance, if you hit a home run and you backflip, it's considered disrespect.
Yeah.
But when a pitcher strikes me out,
And he gets pumped.
where's the disrespect at?
I feel like
So
that's more disrespectful.
it's a two-way street. So you talking to me? Well, I hit a home run that's 440 feet. I'm gonna let you know I hit a home run 440 feet.
Everybody can't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
I'm gonna pimp it. I'm gonna take my sweet time.
Yep.
If you punch me out in a situation that is where you're super pumped up, you should let it be known.
You're not gonna just walk off and just be like a
No,
robot. Like you're a
no, you
human,
should
bro.
let
Like
it be known. You said it, bro. We're human. At the end of the day, we show expression.
exactly.
When you're mad, what happens? You frown. You show expression. When I'm happy, I'm gonna show my expression.
Yep.
My expression's the it ain't no crazy backflip, but it's the ooh, you got that one.
I
Stay
feel
there
like
for a second and then start running.
it could be that same opportunity. So like say it's a white pitcher and he punches you out like you saying and he gets pumped. You feel me? Like he might be on a hot seat of himself and he like damn like I finally got something going. You know, like that might have been his moment to feel some, release.
100%.
But they ain't gonna let if a brother get up there and do it.
They not letting it ride, bro.
Nah, you can't do that, bro. You gotta calm down.
They not letting it ride. Or they hit you with kind of you're doing too much.
They gonna throw at you.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna throw at you.
It's a tough situation, honestly. It's a truly tough situation because you gotta pick your battles because there are gonna be times, bro, where the excitement and the energy and the joy is gonna take over.
Yep. That's how it's supposed to be, man. That's what makes it fun. That's what gets the fans pumped. You're not gonna sit there and have the fans be quiet and they just seen a 3-run home run and Jose what's my boy name? With the Astros, little man.
Jose
Altuve. He hit that 3-run shot to take the lead. To get to a game 7. You don't think they're gonna get pumped?
I'm standing in the box.
Bro.
Come on now. Like we're going back to the World Series.
Going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you're going crazy.
But they don't want it. They don't want it. They want the game to not saying that everybody's like this, because I will say the game is changing.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it's changing due to the fact that we got young dudes. And I'm not gonna consider myself young because I've been doing it it's going on my 8th year. But we got younger dudes, Tatis, Julio Rodriguez. You got young dudes getting contracts, bro. And these young dudes, they out there doing it, bro. Yeah. Like they out there. I just seen a couple days ago Julio Rodriguez robbing a home run and putting up an X in the outfield. Talk your mess, bro. It's a no-fly zone.
The more the more we get us to be able to be at that top level, the more it's gonna be accepted. Because if it's a lot of us, ain't nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do about it.
You can do.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna get to some different type of questions right here. All right. What did Jose Reyes mean to you growing up?
Ooh. Damn, how'd you know that?
Come on, man.
That's crazy,
Come on.
bro. Honestly, once I got to a certain, okay, just how we was just talking about the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Reyes played with the Flash. I always tried to be flashy. I always tried to play like Jose Reyes. Everything Jose Reyes did, I tried to do. His
Mm-hmm.
batting stance, I tried to do. The way he threw, I tried to do. The way he fielded, I tried to do. Like I wanted my game to be like Jose Reyes, but like meaning, whew, what he meant to me, honestly, bro. Once I got to a stage in my life where I started to like understand the game, and like after I hit puberty and stuff like that, is when he kind of showed like it is possible because he's not the biggest dude. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's not the biggest dude. He was quick. He was fast. He didn't hit for power, but he picked the hell out of it. And
Yep.
like I tried to do that. Sean Figgins was another one that like I grew up when I was young. That was my favorite player. But like he showed that it was possible for a smaller guy to do it. But it's like I never really understood it and grasped it until I started to get older. And Jose Reyes was my favorite player once. But Jose Reyes was my favorite player from like 11 on.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like that was really the only person I watched. I would go on YouTube and just watch videos of Jose Reyes fielding, and I was always trying to field like him.
Yep.
Like, all, but I'm telling you, that dude
My
could
dude
have
was Robertson Cano. That was my guy, bro. Robertson Cano and the Yankees.
Cano, nah,
Woo!
Cano's that dude.
Yep.
Cano's that dude.
But yeah, all right. So next question: would you say your favorite on the field moment in the pros was the go-ahead 3-run shot in Buffalo, or your walk-off single for your first hit?
I say my walk off single 100%. But I will speak up on that Buffalo 3-run shot. Go ahead home run. That moment before, like, if you would have gave me that or like another moment in the minor leagues, I
Mm-hmm.
would have chose that moment solely on the fact of I was struggling bad the week before, and I found something in the box that felt good, and I was sticking with it
Mm-hmm.
and sticking with it, and I had a couple of my boys was on the opposite team,
Okay.
and when I'm playing against my boys, I talk a lot of shit to my boys. It
Of
happens.
course.
Like it just brings the fun to the game. And I was just torching them earlier in the week, and it was like I looked over to the I remember this crazy. I looked over to their dugout as I'm walking up to the box, and they do a pitching change.
Mm-hmm.
But the manager is smiling at me and laughing, and the pitching coach started laughing. I had played for the pitching coach when I was in the DR in 2021, so that's how I knew
Okay.
him. So they started laughing, and I'm like, man, y'all got something up y'all sleeve. But like I said, I was super hot at the time. Like that week, I was just super hot. You couldn't do anything to get me out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they went and got their closer. He came out the pen throwing 100. And the first ball he threw during warmups, I was like, damn, that shit came in hot. Like, and I don't fade, like I don't get phased by velo. And I was like, damn, that
Mm-hmm.
came in hot. So the first pitch I took, and I said, like I wanted to see the first pitch on the fastball, how the fastball was moving. I took that first pitch fastball, and I seen his breaking ball in warmups, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So I took the first pitch fastball, and I'm like, okay. Said if he throws this pitch again, and it starts in that same spot, I'm firing. Lo and behold, it threw the same pitch and it started in the same spot. Fired, bro.
Gone.
As soon as I hit it, I dropped the bat. As soon as I hit it, I dropped the bat. Pimped it, run around the bases. Everything's good. So the next day, he comes out again. But the pitcher comes out smiling and laughing at me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, all right. And God is my witness right now. I told the pitcher, because the pitcher was Latin, I was like, mano y mano. Me versus you, let's go. I look over to the dugout laughing. All right, let's go. He ended up striking me out that day. And then I end up turning to the dugout. Everybody's like chopping shit about it, laughing about it.
Uh-huh.
And I was laughing about it because it was like, bro, mano y mano, I just got you yesterday, bro. You give me today, tip your
Yeah.
cap.
That's how it
But you
works.
gonna have to get me today. There's no I'm gonna get myself. No, you're gonna have. I'm gonna make you earn it.
Yeah.
He earned it. He punched me out and he let it be known and shit. We went on about our business, but it was like after the fact, me and him talked about it and everything, and we chopped it up, laughed about it, and everything kept
Mm-hmm.
going. But everybody wants to fight and do all that other stuff when
Yeah.
you know what
Ain't
I'm
that
saying.
serious?
But it ain't that serious, bro. We playing a kids game. We adults playing a kids game.
Exactly.
Have fun being an adult.
Yep. All right. Last round of questions, man. Kind of quick fire questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up with your season expectations. You can do like one word or like a little sentence.
Okay.
So who or what motivates you to keep grinding?
Who or what motivates you to keep grinding? Ooh. My grandma that passed away. She motivated me to keep grinding solely on the fact that she had never seen me play.
Mm,
But she used to always talk about how good I was, but never seen me play. And
mm,
then I would say my grandpa that I wasn't able to meet because everybody says I remind them of my grandpa
yeah.
and that I got
Okay.
my talents from my grandpa. So I would say my grandma and my grandpa for sure, but that's alive. My parents,
Okay.
my parents and my girl, because all three of them, bro, like they don't let me be average, and
Okay.
that's the best thing in life, bro. They're not letting you be average. Go chase greatness. Yeah, you're not gonna be perfect, but go
Yep.
chase greatness.
Shoot, you play
And
baseball, you never
they
gonna be
stand
perfect.
on it. Exactly. And my mom, my dad, my girl, they stand on pushing me to achieve more.
Gotcha. What city has the best food that you've been to?
Nashville.
Nashville. Okay.
Hold
Uh,
up. Best food, best city food?
best city food. You said Nashville pretty quick, bruh. What's it? The barbecue?
No.
What?
Nashville hot. They got some hot wings out there, bro.
Hot wings is fire. I heard Kansas City got the best.
Kansas City got the best. Kansas City got the best barbecue. I'll
Okay.
give them that. I'll give them that. Kansas City got the best barbecue. Nashville got some of the best hot wings I've ever had.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a sleeper though.
Who?
Best fried chicken in the world is in Dominican Republic.
For real? I'm gonna have to go figure it out. I'm gonna have to go find out.
Even not even close.
Not even close.
Not, dog, not even close. I'm telling you, better than your mama, better than your grandma. Dog, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's
For
it's
sure.
crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Okay. What's the nicest field you ever been able to play on?
Big leagues or minor leagues?
Whole life.
Seattle,
Seattle.
who I'm with now. Yeah.
That's a W though, because you're able to play at the
Yeah.
field that you feel like is the best. Okay, that's fire. What are your expectations for yourself this year? This one you can go into details.
I would say I don't really give myself number goals just on the fact of bro, you're gonna
Yeah.
fail 75%.
Yep.
And if you giving yourself a number goal, you cutting yourself short and you cutting yourself low.
Yep.
But I will say one expectation that I have, and you may understand this more than others, but the one expectation I have is to not give away at bats.
Okay.
Not, I got to stay locked in the moment
Yeah.
every time, every pitch. So like that's one. Um, the only number goal I ever give myself is stolen bases because I can control that.
Mhm.
Um, 70 my number this year.
70. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I had 55 last year, but I know I can get 70.
Go get
I
it.
know I know for a fact I can get 70. Mark my words. I'm gonna say this right here on this right now. I get 70 bags, I'm getting a contract somewhere.
Yep.
I get 70 stolen bases this year. I'm getting a contract somewhere.
Yep.
100
Hey,
percent,
speaking into existence.
100%. But like, if I were to, if I were to have like goals, non-number goals, to do whatever I have to do to help my team win a World Series and just be the best version of myself every single day.
Got you.
Like those are my those are my goals and those are my expectations. Be the best version of myself every single day. Bring something to the table every day.
Got you. Got you. Well, man, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Hey, I appreciated you joining
Nah, no
me.
problem, bro.
This was fire, bro. This was fire. I appreciate you joining in. One thing I got for you though. One thing, all right. So, any teammates, anybody that you could think of that you would want me to talk to, you feel me? It'll be up to you to help me get them. You feel me?
100%. I got you.
So we can get them on the next one, man. You feel
I
me?
got you. That's
Yeah.
mandatory.
Whoever you could think of, man. Whoever you could think of, and then
Easy
we
money.
lock in.
Easy money.
But yeah, appreciate you again. Hey,
No problem,
Samad
big dog.
Taylor, Born Genius Podcast. Appreciate y'all. We out.